Alrighty, what's in the newspaper today? Whoa! A brand new PlayStation has just been announced, and it's coming out in December of this year? The PS5? Nah, it's something even better. It's the PlayStation Classic. Oh yeah. I get goosebumps when I hear that. Let's get into this video. Here we go, back at it again with yet another video. G'day guys, I'm Champ Chong and welcome back to the gaming news. If you guys are excited for the return of the gaming news, please remember to smack that like button real good. Also, just a quick heads up, remember this giveaway? Yeah, well, I'm announcing the winner this Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned for that because you could be the winner of thousands of dollars worth of amazing prizes. But anyway, now it's time to swing right into some gaming news. Spider-Man puns right off the bat because I'm wearing a Spider-Man hoodie. But anyway, we have some big gaming news on today's video because, well, PlayStation are having one hell of a day. And just a side note, there are two news stories about PlayStation today. One of them being official and right here, right now, which is I'm going to get to first. And then the other one being something regarding PlayStation 5. But we're not going to talk about that bit just yet because the first piece of gaming news is that PlayStation have announced the PlayStation Classic. Yes, the PlayStation original console, the PS1, whatever you want to call it, just the regular PlayStation that came out many years ago, over 20 years ago, has now been miniaturized, just like how Nintendo did with the NES and the SNES. And well, now it is going to have 20 games preloaded onto it, and it's going to retail for 150 Australian dollars. And that's just awesome. The moment I saw this news today while just browsing my feed on Twitter, I was like, this can't be real. And then when I realized it was 100% real, it's not some sort of late April Fool's joke, I was like, I definitely need to get this. I 100% need to get this. If it's coming out in December, it's only 150 bucks. It comes with 20 games. I have to get it. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys want it too. But the thing is, what are the 20 games coming out with the PlayStation Classic? Well, we're not sure exactly what all 20 games will be preloaded on the system itself, but we do have just a handful here that we do know of right now. Now, some of those 20 generation-defining games will be available on December 3rd with the console, and those will include Ridge Racer Type 3, Final Fantasy VII, and Tekken 3. Now, just those 3 games that have been announced, I think a couple more may have been, but I'm not sure if it's all confirmed just yet. But Tekken 3, I grew up on that game. I grew up on Tekken series of PlayStation. You'd always be fighting, just having a blast with your friends. And then Final Fantasy VII, one of the biggest games of all time. And Ridge Racer, just a bunch of fun too. I think the choices here are pretty good so far. Though one thing I am worried about is the choices of the other 17 or so games that will be on here, because if you do remember back to when Nintendo miniaturized their own consoles and brought them out as classic versions, well, they had some licensing issues, yeah. So I'm worried that maybe PlayStation might run into the same licensing issues that we saw with Nintendo, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they don't, and we get some of the greatest games of that generation, because they have described it as generation-defining games. 20 generation-defining games to be exact. Let me know in the comments down below if you will be grabbing this console. I definitely will be. PlayStation just announced a brand new console. I have to get it. And then, on top of that, there's a brand new console coming around sometime in the future, and that's the PlayStation 5, and that's where we move to the next piece of gaming news. And this one is quite interesting because the PlayStation 5 hasn't officially been announced like the PlayStation Classic has. Sony hasn't said anything really about it just yet, but the AMD CEO, and AMD, if you don't know, are the ones making the chipset for the next PlayStation console. The AMD CEO has actually come out and talked about the next generation of console. In a recent interview with CNBC, AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su confirmed the company are contributing towards the secret source for Sony and Microsoft consoles. Now, here's what she had to say regarding the matter. We very much appreciate our partnerships with all our key customers, Microsoft with Windows and games consoles. We have a vision of where cloud computing is going, and we're closely on that with them. We view part of our strength is that we can work with all our customers and we can differentiate each one of them. We were working with both Sony and Microsoft on consoles, and they both have their specific secret sauce that we are helping them do. Now that's pretty interesting right there. It's not just PlayStation, but it's also Xbox. They've worked together in the past, obviously, with the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Xbox One X, and the PlayStation 4 Pro. But now, on top of all the stuff I've reported in the past with AMD working on PlayStation, if you haven't seen those videos, you should definitely go check them out. There's a bunch of PS5 stuff regarding AMD in the past, but it's cool that they're starting to slightly talk more and more about this kind of stuff, even though it's just little bit by bit. Now, on top of that AMD PlayStation 5 stuff right there, I do have some slightly sad news to report to you guys, because I've had a few people tweeting me this picture, and I don't know why they're tweeting me this picture. It's clearly fake. It's clearly not real. So I'm sorry if you thought this was real. We got some sad news. It's not real. Sorry, guys. It's not a real picture. Nobody really knows what the PlayStation 5 looks like at this point. Nobody really knows what the next Xbox looks like at this point. I'm sorry, I had to break it to you guys, but that's how it is. Anyway, moving on to the next news report on today's show, and it's something really awesome for you guys that live in Australia like myself. Specifically, if you live in Sydney, something awesome is happening. Ubisoft has announced the Assassin's Creed Challenge. It's on October 5 to 6 at Metcalfe Park in Sydney. They actually sent me this right here. It says Champ Chong and then gives the details right there so you guys can see that. That's pretty damn awesome right there, because Assassin's Creed Odyssey is coming out this year. It's all about Spartans and everything, and well, if you can see just over there, just give me a sec. Oh yeah, I am a Spartan now. Like I'm a spidered Spartan. It doesn't even make any sense, but you get my point. They sent me this, and they sent me that card. They sent me a t-shirt and everything. It's really awesome. I'm definitely gonna be at this on October 5, 6, Metcalfe Park, Spartan Challenge. It's all gonna be me just going crazy. No, I probably won't compete because I'm not good enough. Yeah, it's meant to be a parkour course, and I don't want to embarrass myself. But if you're good enough, hopefully I see you there. I'll most likely be there on the second day, maybe the first. I don't know. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and everything, because that's where I'll be announcing all that stuff. But yeah, just a heads up, this is not sponsored or anything. I just thought it was really awesome. It's really cool when video games come to life and when video game companies really want to try and involve the community and do something really awesome. That's why I'm reporting on that news. But anyway, guys, that pretty much does it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, even though I didn't talk about too much gaming news in today's video. It's just kind of me easing back into things. I will have another video out tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. But in the meantime, let me know what you guys think about the PlayStation Classic. Will you be getting one? And what do you think about it in general? But for the meantime, I'm just gonna read the Daily Bugle, because, well, it's my local newspaper. Ooh, Rhino. I really need to go after Rhino. Man, Electro was really difficult. Are you guys, you're still here? Click on another video or subscribe. You better. And also smack the like button.